A man of awesome power, a silent song. Sulayman Bey al-Hamalawi. Does Tayyib use his power well, or does he misuse it? What would you do if you had the power to control people's action instantly? Would you use it for justice or for your own pleasure? Let's read together. At this time, he noticed a man called Sulayman Bey al-Hamalawi, surrounded by slavish devotees and followers, not far from his own seat in the cafe. Sulayman's stooges crowded around their benefactor in hypocritical sycophancy, inflating him grossly. With arrogance and conceit, the tax authorities counted Sulayman one of the fat cats of the reforms among the city's poor. Wonderful, Tayyib mumbled. Just wonderful. Sulayman Bey goes straight to the tax prosecutor's office to repent and say you're sorry and pay up the millions of pounds you owe. Immediately, the man got up and went to his car parked outside. Tayyib rubbed his hands with glee. Tomorrow, his victim will be the talk of the newspapers, which will make an example of him to awaken people's conscience. And when Sulayman returns to his villa, he'll wonder what had befallen him, beating his head against the wall in despair. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is very clear. It talks about Tayyib's misuse of power. First, Tayyib notices Sulayman seated in the cafe, surrounded by hypocritical followers who flatter him. He quickly judges Sulayman as corrupt without carrying out any proper investigation. He uses his supernatural power to command Sulayman to go and confess to the tax prosecutor. He forces Sulayman to obey instantly, completely taking away his free will. He bypasses the legal process and acts out of impulse rather than fairness or justice. These are his selfish thoughts. Tayyib feels excited and repeatedly says that the situation is wonderful. He says, wonderful. Tayyib mumbled, just wonderful. That's an expression of annoyance, disappointment, or frustration. He looks forward to Sulayman becoming the talk of the newspapers. He imagines Sulayman suffering and losing his dignity in public and private. He is driven by pride, pleasure, and the desire to feel powerful rather than by justice. Look at his reaction afterwards. Tayyib rubs his hands with glee. That shows clear enjoyment of the situation. He celebrates his action instead of reflecting on whether it is right or wrong. He shows no remorse or sense of responsibility for his actions. He becomes more intoxicated with power, increasing the likelihood of further misuse. And in conclusion, we see that Tayyib uses his power for personal satisfaction instead of promoting justice. His action clearly shows that he is corrupted by power.